Alrighty, if you're wanting to know how to make one of these bad boys, so what I did is you could take the ball, so you could use any size ball you want. We obviously are using the smaller ball just to demonstrate. But what I originally had planned was to Velcro them together. As you can see, we used a piece of Velcro, both sides, but when we were doing it, when we tested it out, the ball obviously ripped away, so it would go away from us. So in order to keep it together, I just simply super glued it, or hot glued it actually, but you could super glue it, or you could just find any way to attach one of these clips to the ball. So like I said, just Velcro, super glued it together so it's extra stuck together, and then put one of these things in the middle, one of these attachers, and then put one of the clips. And then we had to use a lot of different bungee strings for this because we couldn't find a long one, which is actually awesome because, as you saw in the other videos, you could adjust it. So you could make it like 2 strings length, or you can make it like as long as you want or as short as you want, depending on the disability and depending on this case. So yeah, we just tied all these bungees together, and then at the end I just super glued some Velcro together so that I can make the ankle band. But you could do it however you'd like to attach the ball, the bungee, and the Velcro. Alrighty, so we're gonna show you the soccer ball retriever. So originally we had it planned to be where it was gonna be 2 elastic stretchy bands connected to each side of the goalpost right there. And then it was gonna be for visual impairments as well. But so we adjusted it, and this first version that we're going to show you is for visual impairments, and then the second version is going to be for immobility. So with students with visual impairments, it's going to go like this. So you put the ankle band around, and then they could feel this when they kick it, and then they can retrieve it. So there's 2 ways that it could be retrieved. The first way is if they kick it with enough power, it'll automatically come back to them. And then the second way is they can just feel it, and if they are visually impaired, then it'll just come its way back to them naturally. So I'll show you both ways. So the first way, kick, and then it comes back to them like this, exactly like this. And then the second way is if they don't have enough strength to kick it back to them. And they kick it, and then obviously they just bend over and they can feel it coming back, just like that. So that's both ways that the soccer ball retriever works, and then we'll move on to the immobility way.
Okay, as Brett just said, he talked about the visual impairment, so now I'm going to be talking about the low mobility. So with the soccer ball retriever, it's a cool device because not only can you put it around your ankle with this little piece here, but if they're in a low mobility and they're in like a walker or a wheelchair, you can try and wrap it around their walker, and we'll show you in a second how that would look like. Or there could be a piece on their wheelchair that you could hook up so it goes with them at the same time, and they'll still be able to kick the ball. So here's an example of like a walker, and it's a cool product too that you can put it around a pole. So you can put this around like the volleyball pole or any kind of pole, and it stays there. So if there's a student with a wheelchair or a walker and it can't connect or anything, it'll stay in place and they can come up still, kick it, it doesn't go anywhere. So you'll just have to come here. As Brett said, if they're able to bring it back, they can bring it back, or if it's out farther away from them, they can use their walker or wheelchair and get in position of it and still be able to kick.
Alrighty, and one last thing to go with the low mobility. Let's say that your student has a super low mobility. So the last demonstration was a longer string. But let's say that they have a super low mobility. You can obviously make the string super short, as short as you want. And let's say that they have a super low mobility, then then they kick it, and then it comes back pretty easy. So the closer you have it, the easier it is to bring it back. So let's say that they have almost virtually no mobility to kick. Just have it super short. Well, I adjust this to be super short. Super short like this. That was pretty good. Then, as you can see, I barely kicked it and then it came back already. So you can adjust it however you want. Whatever the situation is, just adjust it to fit whatever the situation needs.